EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth. Secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Quinshon Judkins. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
Complete to Colston
A
Loveland.
gain there of 15. First down, Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
On the give, it's Judkins. Wow. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll put Loveland in motion. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Seahawks 0. Chase McLaughlin set.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, yeah. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 101 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the backfield, it's Jeremiah Love. And a muff him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
Getting up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's quickly out to Harrison. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter, as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He'll let one go down the middle. That's caught. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's first and goal. Brown is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA! So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing now is Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That keeps the score.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Ball on the
6.
47-yard line. Here's second and 6. They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's third down and a few inches. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Down, Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Flush to his right. And he's in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Seahawks will line up for the
The throw is Dart. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Chargers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 26-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Throwing, Dart. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Dart. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A second consecutive big play to start this drive. 29 yards on this one. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So chances are, I don't think this field goal is going to ultimately decide the outcome of the game. But I promise you, Mike, they got a couple seconds here to defend. They'll kick this ball off. But when they run into that tunnel for halftime, going in with the lead, there's going to be some guys feeling pretty good about their chances coming out of the break.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st down, Dart. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Herbert to throw. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Love. He'll manage only a couple. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
A gain of 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert. He'll get this off to Love. Down the sideline.
Touchdown, Chargers.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point
Now
conversion.
Herbert. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short They've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
They'll put Loveland in motion. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
29, Seahawks 17. Chase McLaughlin set to
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's Harrison in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. From the 29, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He's got room past the 35. Finding room at midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Number 84.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Judkins now on first and 10. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. They'll put Loveland in motion. On second down, Dart. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down, Seahawks.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught once again by Ingram. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. He picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Dart gonna throw it again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. They're called in at the 2, and he will score. Game on. Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the two-point conversion here.
The Seahawks.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he pitches it. And he will find the end zone. The two-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. The returner is going to get this kickoff back to the 25, and that's where this next drive will begin.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To throw is Herbert. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're on a toss to Love. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
22-yard line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
2nd and long coming up. Here's Love. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Well, they come to the line. Not an easy one to convert. 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off. He'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Woo. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
39-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it.
you.